shall burn you. Good game. You have bested me.
Greetings, traveler. I will hunt you down. Nature will rise against you.
Good game.
The fight calls me! Everyone! Get in here! Everyone! Get in here! Keep rocking, 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 keep rocking. I will crush you!
The light shall burn you.
Well met. Everyone! Well played. Get in here! Everyone! Get in here!
The victory is yours.
Everyone! Get in here! Everyone! Get in here!
The victory is yours.
Whoops. I'm sorry. Whoops. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Whoops. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Whoops.
Welcome, one and all, to a fantastic Friday night fight. I'm Koroden, back from a quick little week off, joined by none other than Doctorfeesh and Saku on op. Doctorfeesh, how you doing tonight, man?
Man, I'm doing fantastic. We have a couple of really great matches coming your way tonight.
We really do. And to mention that, we've got a Pro Series match first, and then we have a Legacy Series match. Coming at you from the Pro Series, we've got the Unknown versus AEON, RonMexico versus Donde, and I think we might have a couple guests here to start the stream. Boys, how you doing?
Hey everyone.
Hey.
So THL, what we were thinking is, so Ron and Donde had decided that they're gonna have a little trash talk to begin as we get into the games, just to throw each other off, see if we can turn Friday night fights into salty Saturdays a little bit earlier. So before we get to them, we're gonna do a rundown for their decks. We've got RonMexico bringing the Demon Hunter, Druid, Rogue, and Warrior. You've got Donde bringing Druid, Paladin, Rogue, and Warrior. And do not worry, that is not Ramp Druid. Thank you so much, Donde.
Here for you guys.
Thank you so much
Thank
for that.
you.
I think Ron thanks you too.
You mean Ramp Paladin?
I mean, yes.
Flat
Paladin.
Earth Paladin. Okay.
Yeah, Flat Earth Paladin, as Rescue Wabbit would say.
So coming out from these guys right now, we do have bands coming in as well. We're not going to be able to see Donde bringing out that big warrior, and we are not going to be able to see Ron playing his Miracle Wand World Kick Rogue with a little bit of a flick in there. I like that. Deal with those druids or something like that. So, and the paladins as well. That's the wrong. That's Wasteland. So I know you guys were talking a little bit earlier about your bands. Ron, why do you think your Demon Hunter is going to absolutely destroy Donde's lists?
Nice. Listen, Donde came out here trying to target my Demon Hunter, but little does he know Demon Hunter is untargetable. Look at Donde with these janky lists, just throwing nonsense up on the screen here. Sure, the stats all say that Demon Hunter has less than a 40% chance to win in every single match against any of these decks. That doesn't matter. I'm going to beat him up.
You heard it here first. Statistics, worthless. Determination, everything. Donde, what do you think about that? You think the Demon Hunter's coming out big?
I mean, I think the Demon Hunter, like I said, that was the reason for the lineup. And Ron right now sounds like the type of guy who, doesn't want to embrace sabermetrics in baseball. Like he's like, no, all I care about is batting average and home runs. That's old news, buddy. That's like 1970s stuff. We're advanced metrics now. We're all about numbers, and this is how we win Hearthstone matches nowadays. Not with this 40% crap.
There you
Well,
have it.
that's an interesting point, Donde, but I'm going to counter that with this home run that I'm about to knock out of the park when I 3-0 you.
Let's go.
Hey, there we are.
There we are.
The only way you're 3-0ing me is if Jeffrey Mayo reaches over the fence to pull one out of the ballpark.
Oh wow! Now that's a shot towards me. Thanks very much.
Oh, we
All
love
right.
it. We love to see it here.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll get queued
I
up
love the
here pretty
reference.
soon. So we've got statistics versus just pure determination. I like it. It's gonna be a battle of the
Yeah,
wits.
you guys want us out of the call now?
Yeah, we'll be good. Yeah, you guys can pop out.
You guys can
All
pop out.
Yeah, we'll see you guys after your match.
See you later.
guys.
Thank
See
you
ya.
kindly. Oh, awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah,
All
Awesome.
right.
interesting
So
spin.
for-
So it's good.
So for those still watching along with us here,
Yeah.
we're gonna be jumping in here shortly. Feesh,
Yeah.
what do you think about these lineups here? We've obviously heard from the combatants themselves.
Yeah,
But
I
what
really.
what are you thinking about these lists brought by our gentlemen?
So I really like the dual paladin bring by Donde. The deck is super interesting. It's like Big Warrior but for paladin, and dual as the card helps make that better. And when you look at Ron's list, Ron really doesn't want to like. Maybe the druid would be like the one deck where dual might end up going back, could potentially backfire. But even then, it's like the worst hit that Donde could get would be an Emerald Explorer out of that deck, and at best he's pulling like Ysera that doesn't summon dragons or portals, I should say.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think this dual paladin has sweet potential. To be honest.
Well, we are playing in pro, so one and done.
Yep.
Right.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about hero.
No, that's all right. It's a good leg way to the next.
But if it was hero,
All
sweet
right.
potential.
Well,
But yeah,
maybe,
I think that deck. That deck at least will get through.
fantastic. You hear it here. So if we see the paladin, probably going to get a win. That's what we're hearing from Feesh here.
That's what I'm thinking here.
Perfect.
It's-
All right,
it's-
Saku.
Let's get them rolling. So Ron Mexico is going to be the first to spectate.
It's a bold move.
Bottom of the
Cotton.
screen for our viewers, and we got Donde at the top.
Fantastic. All right.
Cool.
Okay.
So what are we thinking for leads?
Well, I mean, you were so confident in your paladin.
I mean, I'm asking you. I mean, I think that I would personally lead with
if
the.
I'm
I would
Ron-
personally lead with the paladin, but it's
If
just
I'm
me.
Ron, I'm bringing out this warrior. I think it's got a very good matchup into the druid and the rogue. The paladin might be an unfortunate back set with the duel. Obviously, it's probably the worst matchup for that warrior. So the question is with Ron is, do you want to give yourself a 2 out of 3 better chance to hit something, or a 1 out of 3 to probably lose it? So here
right.
we do see Ron is leading out with that warrior, and it is unfortunately into the paladin of Donde.
Yeah.
Yeah, so right here, it's kind of the matchup Ron was hoping to dodge, and I think this is a good shot on Donde to kind of know if Paladin is probably going to get through, so why not push it through right off the bat?
Yeah. Especially because it's really nice to get the warrior stuck into it. Where Donde, I mean, yeah, you have to eventually keep beating the warrior, but to get one deck through against it would be really nice.
Absolutely, yeah. So we do see a pretty great start going on for Donde. He does have the coins, so we can see that duel come down on 4, and even has the air raids plus the desperate measures to kind of solidify any board presence RonMexico wants to play right off the bat. Does play the desperate measures. It gets repentance. So actually a huge secret. Obviously, for an Enrage Warrior, your whole thing is wanting to play minions and be able to buff them. Well, if they have 1 health and they die, you can no longer buff that minion.
Yes.
So that pretty standard. We do see the Reaper site. So again, open deck list for everybody at home. Ron actually has a kind of a different style of his Enrage list. I've been playing it a little bit myself. He did push to Legend just recently with this list. Runs the Reaper Scythe. Runs a stage dive. No, sorry, that's the other list I was playing. No stage dive off of that one.
Double nitro boost.
Double nitro for pretty much just pushing as much damage to the face as possible.
Yeah.
So Donde's going to have just some pretty basic turns here, trying to test out what those secrets could be.
Yeah.
Probably just see a pretty standard turn here from Donde. I don't see him needing to overcommit to anything.
Just going to get the second half of the twin spell, desperate measures out there.
Yep.
Turns into a noble sack.
Noble sack. Again, like a very,
really
very good good minion, or a good secret to pick up. Going to absorb any unnecessary charge damage or rush damage coming out from the Korkron you see in the hand there. No Bloods boots yet, so not expecting any of them super soon. You see the Noble Sack get proc just right off the bat. Sword Eater.
Sword Eater. Now let's see.
I see Sword Eater come down.
Ron should know
that
this is one of 2 secret if he's using a tracker. So he's gonna lead with the Sky Raider to test for repentance, probably. All right, he's just gonna throw it out there and it's gonna trigger. I guess it's not too big of a deal, honestly.
No, not the worst. It's actually better just to get it out of the way.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, we're gonna see a duel here anyways.
You will, I would assume, but Fargoth always makes you think. Can it survive one more turn?
I mean, you're sitting at 5 mana for a warrior who that just played a Sword Eater. It very likely does not live.
Yeah, it did.
So I think, I mean, I know you really want to do it, but
I think that's what he's thinking. I don't think it survives. Coin duel is most likely your line here. Because you can't even get an immediate anything off of it. Yeah, it looks like coin duel is the way to go.
There we go, Donde.
What do we get?
Pulls an Armor Smith and a Proto-Grade. That's really good. Because it removes Ron's ability to do 2 combos.
Yes.
Okay.
Someone's got to lead the charge.
Lead with Sky Raider, see what we get. We get a second Sword Eater.
More face damage.
Gonna go for the Saket Sapper. That's really nice. Donde can't really stop it from triggering. So I mean, we're gonna see this Proto Drake get sapped back to Donde's hand next turn, very likely.
Yeah, really no way for Donde.
Actually, air raid. I guess you could double air raid here and just make it really tough. And just hope he doesn't. And just hope that he doesn't have a what is it? The called?
Skipper in hand after just seeing an Ankar smash twice or once. Twice.
Yeah.
And we've seen.
He's seen.
He actually saw both.
I think Donde knows that there was no skipper draw because he saw like you said, he saw both.
Unless he's assuming he kept it off the mulligan, which don't typically will see.
Yeah.
He could also buff one of the air raids. Double air raids.
Double air raid.
Play a secret. Gonna first day of school actually.
Okay.
Dig for
something else.
anything better.
Penflinger.
Reporting for duty.
Penflinger to maybe he's gonna look for a noble sacrifice out of this. But I guess it works because he does clear the
Redemption.
minion. It's a
Another redemption.
So redemption's pretty good here because it'll respawn the 1/1 that dies. Which means that the sapper won't get to trigger this turn because there'll be 3. There should be 3 taunts in the way, although I don't know if it respawns with taunt.
What now?
Yeah, no, I think it just spawns as a 1/1.
It just spawns as a 1/1. Yeah.
Yeah, the air raid is
But-
what gives it taunt.
It does actually bring back a minion. The sapper could bump back into Donde's hand, leaving up this Proto Drake, right?
Yeah. But we're gonna see Ron just go with the Reaper Sight, go with the easy clear play.
Oh yeah, Reaper Scythe into Nitro Boost poison, and you're starting to dome base here.
Yeah. As long as Ron doesn't, I think if he's gonna do that, he just has to not. Well, Sapper's not a 100% guarantee to hit there, so you might actually want to buff it.
I don't think he's worried about the sapper anymore.
Yeah, he's not. I think you just give it. You just try to push through.
Oh. Yeah.
I don't think he's playing for the sapper the minion back.
I think he is. With that trade, the way he trades it there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, he is. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep, it goes off. Yeah, I was forgetting about the trade. The trade of
commencement.
So that's big next turn. But for right now, Donde just has to go on the defensive. I mean, the Plague Drake going into hand isn't bad. It's almost turn 8 again, so that can just get slammed.
Buys Donde or RonMexico a ton of time,
it does.
though.
It does, yeah.
Just
it
to gather pieces, and you see pretty much all your defensive tools coming out of Donde.
Yeah.
You've seen an air raid. You only have 1 copy left, and then a copy of Desperate Measures. And at that point, you're just playing big dual paladin. So
I'd kind of like to see either Vargoth Hand of Adal or Vargoth Air Raid here.
You gotta watch out for the Vargoth Hand of Adal because you could give it to actually your opponent's minion as well, right? So you still obviously
you're right. Hand of Adal doesn't pick the minion. So I think if he's gonna play Vargoth, he has to do it with an Air Raid here.
I think he's gonna ping it off first, and then
Desperate Measure. Okay, so he's gonna go for secrets. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Eye for an eye. Noble back. So both probably gonna get proc this turn.
Yeah. I mean, I would not be very happy if I was Donde with that. I would be looking. I would almost be looking for an Omayog, but I guess at the same time that this deck doesn't run that many spells.
Doesn't see a Repentance.
Okay, he's gonna test a Noble Sack with Going Face. Then he's. Wait, doesn't that
won't work out? He just wants to gain the armor.
It's armor, right? Yeah. Yeah, Ron knows it goes him down to a 2-1.
1 away.
But 7 armor is really nice. Ooh, that pickup. That is the second commencement
in hand.
Yeah, this is gonna get
probably gonna be a Colossus. Oh yeah.
Colossus of the Moon.
And we're gonna see second commencement coming off his Vargoth and a second Scrapyard Colossus coming out this time. Okay. We do have the Lord Varov in hand on the side of RonMexico.
Yeah, there's just nothing to really do with it.
Those are coming. Those are coming back.
Because he'd have to be able to clear his minion after playing it, and he can't really do that.
What now?
So, I think with this play, the Vargoth living, Donde might have secured this up. Ron has to draw here. He has to draw, and he gets a Nitro Boost Poison, which isn't corrupted.
Oh. He's looking for a way to kill off that Lord Barov. Unfortunately, with Barov making everything 1 health, typically you want to kill it off immediately, but no immediate way to do that right now.
Yes.
I must choose.
Yeah. I mean, Ron's just in a spot where he's going to be taking 19, and the second commencement's going to come down. So,
Yeah, I think Ron's kind of
so he's gonna take that damage there and try to just put a taunt in the way, so he'll take less damage.
Oh,
But he's just in for a rude awakening, man. I don't know how many more minions are left in Donde's deck, just because
he's got quite a few in hand. He has another Colossus and a Rattlegore, and actually 2 Troublemakers.
Oh, that Rattlegore.
That's the warrior.
The runway. The runway.
He's got a runaway, and he's got another Colossus.
So he's gonna pull Rattlegore with this next.
No, sorry, I was reading his warrior list. He's gonna be pulling a Blackwing and a Colossus.
No, Oh,
nope, that's a warrior card.
Wait, where's Rattlegore in hand? I don't.
It's a warrior card.
Sorry.
He's playing a paladin. Yeah, I messed up. I read his warrior list before.
I was reading his warrior list. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I think we were doing the same thing.
Yeah, we were.
Everything.
But Ron's just gonna play Lord Barov and concede.
It's tight there. I mean, Ron found
through.
a way to give himself a shot, but as you said, Feesh, that paladin got through.
Yeah. That might have been the first thing. That might have been the first prediction I've ever gotten correct on a match result in the entirety of my casting career.
There you go.
Hang him up. You done good.
Hang him up. Yeah, tie him up. Bud.
Boots. I'm done, man. I'm out. Peace.
Yeah.
Nah. I think now. It's gonna be if Ron. I think Ron is definitely gonna probably bring the warrior back out against both of these decks.
Yeah.
Because the warrior just does really well into rogue. Specifically Donde's deck, which is Weapon Rogue. So warrior, I mean, if Donde gets going super fast, then it will become difficult. It looks like this list from Donde is, I mean, it's pretty
standard.
It's pretty low to the ground, honestly. Running the Sinister Strikes, not a lot of lists are necessarily running Sinister Strikes now.
Someone's gotta lead the charge.
But this is, it's all, that's fine. Really good cards. Sinister Strikes and Death Cans are really good for this deck because you're just trying to go face as much as possible.
Well, we do see the most beautiful curve coming out from Donde here, especially on coin. It has the choice of lapse and second self-sharpening, but I got the choice on the Greyheart or go for the self-sharpening. Greyheart all day.
Yeah.
It's not always active, but your sword always is. Wow, that is a lot of damage.
Yes. It's a lot of damage in hand, but there is no weapon boost currently.
Okay, ooh, Reaper Scythe?
Yeah, if it pulls Reaper Scythe, that could be really good.
But then we have a Nitro boost to activate the cleave. We do get the Reaper Scythe. Okay.
Yeah, so we're
2 turns away from a clear.
Okay,
but
so his... Yeah, I mean...
7 face.
I guess, like, Weapon Rogue is also... I forgot, Weapon Rogue's pretty good into Warrior because of the fact that the Warrior can potentially go not so nice. But yeah, Ron has to go for this play just to get some clear out of the way. It can and very likely does just get dealt with here with a backstab. Could even trade the minion if you like.
Well, I'm backstabbing this and just starting to chuck face.
Yeah,
I'm starting to chuck face.
Oh, okay.
You could turn 10 to face here this turn if you trade the minion, backstab. You could it puts him to 9. Leaves you really lacking, unfortunately, though, on any over-the-top push.
I think he needs to temper how fast he plays the eviscerates. I think he should play the sneaky with only play one evis here potentially, because you're going to be able to trigger it.
Ooh, he's looking.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this.
Boo hiss. Boo earns. Boo earns. Gotta go faster than that, Donde. Gotta go fast. Anchor pickup is. I already have the risky in hand, so
I mean, I guess Ron could just drop. Could just go like Skipper Crag.
Oh yeah, I think that's exactly what you're gonna see here. Just can't leave that stealth minion up.
It makes backstab not possible.
He's more worried about nitro boost in that position.
Sure. But I mean, on top of it, you're removing the minion. Nitro Boost can't do anything. This cutting class is a really, really nice pickup for Donde. Gonna opt to trade there. Gonna go for the cutting class for 1, and also probably the Steel Dancer afterwards if he can't find any.
What's picked up?
Yeah. Wow! What a pickup!
Okay, sir.
That's so big. It's out of the range of the scythe. Actually, it's not anymore. It's not anymore, but I mean, Nitro Boost poison, but
is that it? Goes to 9. We're showing 8 from hand
with a
that's lethal. That's lethal.
Deadly poison. Well, deadly poison draws lethal. Yeah,
that is. Yep.
I would say pending no weapon, pending that Donde doesn't.
Oh, he did it.
Yeah, so that he didn't draw a weapon buff, then yeah, it was lethal.
Especially with Donde, they're running that more low to the ground, like you said, list of the sinister strikes, and having. I think there was always a way he was getting out of there, especially even running the South Sea deckhands. So really, there were not many dead draws there for Donde.
So Ron knows the deck that Donde has to play, so he can determine which deck he wants to play.
Oh, he's still staying warrior.
Are you sure? Because I think all right. I was thinking maybe if you think your druid deck is better than is gonna be potentially able to stave off his druid and then you just outvalue. But I like this.
Druid is the deck where who draws better and who hits their overgrowths and who can get their arbor up. Like that's the druid matchup in a mirror match.
Sure.
I think Ron has the
better thing for that because he has Breath of Dreams.
Breath of Dreams is good, but Breath of Dreams into a board of 1/2s with lifesteal or into something else.
Oh, of course,
is bad. I think Ron has, especially with his Reaper Scythe tech in his warrior.
Oh yeah,
has a hard matchup here.
Yeah,
against the druid.
Yeah, I mean, I think the warrior does get through here. My guess is that the warrior has the better matchup. Yeah, we'll if we get a druid mirror, we can talk about it more. But let's focus on this one obviously right now. Donde with really nice opening hand. Solar Eclipse gets swipe, survival, and strength in numbers. I am partial to the swipe here.
Yeah,
because it can deal with taunts. It can deal with a lot of the stuff that the warriors can actually play potentially. But let's see.
Fungal on 2.
Yeah, you play Fungal on 2. The only bad hit is getting rid of your Goru.
Dodges it. What a god.
So this druid list that Donde is running is Treant Druid, where his top end is Goru the Might Tree. So if it gets hit by Funkles draws it, it will be discarded since it is a minion. But this looks like really nice. You could go for the he could go for the overgrowth here.
Oh yeah. Because on 6 mana, you've got the Solar Eclipse in hand. If you see an Arbor upcoming soon, I mean, you've even got the Glowfly Swarm sitting in hand as well. I do like Ron just getting this out. Your cutting classes are super discounted.
Yes.
Also, you have Skipper in hand, you have Bear Off in hand with good ways to deal with the board.
It's a pretty good hit. Getting the soul the forest to hand. Ron, like, I navigating this as a druid is so interesting because of cards like Skipper and Barov. Glowfly Swarm coming out, it is only 6, not a full board. Now Ron has to determine if he wants to, how he wants to deal with this. I mean, one, you can just play a cutting class and then you swing into 1, and you clear half the minions.
So I think he's looking for ways to activate Skipper here and finds literally none of them. Oh man,
Yeah,
poor Ron.
it's not the end of the world that he didn't find anything. I thought maybe you could go Skipper. If you thought that Skipper Barov is going to save your butt, then you could go for it. I'm going to be honest. I might actually like Soul here.
Just to create, give the
Yep.
double death rattle.
Yep. You make a full board off of it pretty much. Could go for Dreamway Guardians as well. And then we see a Lightning Bloom in hand. So we're just gonna go for 1 Soul of the Forest, which would make 5 minions. That's also a fine play.
You miss out on
you
2
save
minions this way.
Yeah, but you save Solar Flare for Arbor Up.
That's really why you're playing it, obviously.
Yeah, and he runs Savage Roar. 1 copy of Savage Roar. If he pulls that off the top, it's over. But yeah, this deck, yeah, it's not quite as fast as other lists I've seen and lists that I'm in. Like, notably, I run a lower curve deck, but now Ron is staring at a board that can't just get taken down once; it has to get taken down twice.
If you're Ron in this case, though, you haven't seen a buff card come out yet.
No.
How scared of this board are you?
The current board isn't necessarily that bad. Like,
there were only 3 cards or 3 Glowflies last turn.
Yeah.
So
he's gonna put a Shield of Honor on this probably just to
absorb a little more shots.
just to absorb. I mean, it absorbs 3. It doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, dead draw from Donde. That's a very dead draw. If that's not a buff card, that's.
I mean. Okay, yeah, it is a pretty dead draw, but you're looking at. So I think we might see Lunar Eclipse with a swipe here, right?
How curious.
Yeah, but you're only facing 8 damage. I don't think. If you're getting him to utilize Lunar Eclipses and things like that, that was a huge turn for Ron. That's kind of what I was.
So maybe you just trade one of the 1/2s in for a thing, and then you swipe. I still think swipe is the best play here.
I think it's a double swipe.
I mean, you could double swipe.
Yeah, push 8 face.
Oh yeah, push 8 face. Okay, I like it. I mean, I was thinking doing that, and then he's also gonna Lunar just to remove it. I like it.
Solid 16.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of damage. Ron is
Armor Smith
Ron's just getting. I mean, Armor Smith is like Armor Smith was like the only draw there. I mean, at this point, you can't even skip or bear off. You have to. What he has to play Battle Rage here. Like, and even Battle Rage probably doesn't do enough because if you draw the minion, you can't play it with the Bloodsail Mercenary. So I mean, I think Donde's plan to target the Demon Hunter also turned into a warrior target.
What now?
Like, I don't see a way for Ron to feasibly come back here.
But he could discount his Blood Boil down to 0 with playing a risky. Oh no, the Wormaw kills something.
Yes.
That would hit afterwards. So actually, it does go to 0, leaving him. Yeah. I think it's too late to Battle Rage.
He has to. He has to look
Not
for
that.
something.
Double skipper turn.
No.
Armor
He's
and pray.
he's armoring and praying because he's only has 8 on board.
I mean,
So Ron needs 1 more damage. And he didn't find it.
Dead draw again from Donde.
No, that's fine.
It's fine, but it's not killing him.
No.
It's not. Ron's alive, and the more Ron is alive, the better chance he has to claw his way back into this game.
Sure.
He is an armor smith away from turning this game on its head. Wow.
I mean,
What at one? Oh,
no, it's not enough. I was like, maybe he's an inner rage away, but he needs an extra turn. He's got to bear off this board.
gonna bear off Skipper into Skipper.
Yeah.
I'll show you who's boss.
That wasn't that way.
But that didn't go the way I. Oh, and then he's gonna inner
Yeah.
rage the bear off.
Yes. Potentially.
But
But
he's dead.
yeah, Ranj is dead. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't think he
even-
understood. Yeah, that sequencing. I think the bear off first wasn't the correct. I think you wanted to bear off second.
No, he can play that. No, everything died actually.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I
He's
didn't
alive.
think he had
He's
the armor
alive.
for the armor up.
He's alive. He's alive because of a 0 mana guy.
But no
But-
armor gain really.
I
left.
mean,
Start drawing.
Donde doesn't have direct damage in his deck. I thought Donde should have played the second soul, but I guess it still wouldn't have mattered.
Uh,
He's got to
no, you
play
would've
excess.
capped.
He's got to play like excess mana and maybe hope he gets. Oh, he's gonna solar draw. He's gonna draw twice. Okay. Curious. He doesn't really have much going. He's kind of dead drawing right now. Aeroponics with
Wow.
nothing on board.
That's what I'm saying. Donde is unfortunately
Did
Did he have
missing.
I wonder if
ton of
Solar Lunar.
draws.
I think Solar Lunar might have been better.
I don't think you're worried about a 5/6 on board when you've seen Ron
You
expend
you
so
are
much.
you are when you have nothing in your
Curious.
hand to play.
Standard time.
Like,
for
yeah,
mode.
he doesn't-
You've seen his shield of armor come down. You've seen double risky. You just want to kill him,
I
right? He's
think
looking for an armor up. What's he gonna do? Oh, he's
Sure.
gonna draw more.
Sure, he's gonna go for the aeroponic play. He's got to. He has to. He has to dig through his deck. He has to find like carvings,
Big druid.
fungal
over here.
fungal fortune.
Okay, that could be direct damage.
Yeah, nature studies can find some damage. Ron's just like thinking now I go face.
Your flaws.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's like Ron. If Donde doesn't find anything, Donde is going to be dead next turn if he does not find damage off of this.
Rano is on hero power for the rest of the game.
So runic carvings doesn't clear enough, because he's also overloaded for 2 thanks to a lightning bloom.
Yeah, you gotta dig.
So we're gonna see what happens here. He finds
Low fly.
fortunes, glowfly, rising winds. I mean,
That's not enough.
it looks like it looks like this warrior's getting through. Not in the most unconventional way as well. Where like it wasn't risky skipper armor smith gaining a crap ton of armor, it was just
Risky
barely
skipper.
outlasting. It was just getting that one play where you got a 0 cost brute.
Dead
I
draw
mean-
druid.
Yeah, skipper.
I guess you can survive by playing carvings and rushing. Because you can
yeah, I
clear-
think that's what you're gonna look like.
You go carvings, rushing, you kill both of the
Standard
7.
time run low.
You kill both of the 7/3s with this board. He's
And
actually gonna play Soul. Very nice play from Donde here. Ron now has to deal with this completely. It's double full. It's just making 4 more stuff. My apologies. Cannot talk today.
Does have the Armor Smith Challenger on hand as well.
Yep.
It's
So
going to be
so
able
that's
to
fine.
heal a little bit back up.
Yeah. Problem is that there's no way to activate this Korkron. If Korkron was there, it would be over. But there's just no way the Korkron gets there. So Ron's gonna play the Korkron and has to actually trade with it. Gonna do all the trading in this turn. Arbor up. Sadly, he cannot. I think.
About 4 turns too late.
Yeah, really, it honestly is. Like Arbor up was so good a few turns ago. It would have won the game, but now You're looking at a situation where he has 10 cards in deck.
How
And
curious.
Fungal Fortunes doesn't really do anything, but an Arbor Up at least gives pressure, at least gets close enough to the point where Ron has to. Where if Ron doesn't have lethal, I think you have to clear this 4-1. I know you want to go. I know he wants to probably hit face, but I think trading into the 4-1 is better, right? Or do because you don't care about how much armor he gains right now. You don't necessarily care about the armor. You care about whatever. And Ron is wow. That Ankar is pretty nice. Having that direct damage to be dealt. A second Korkron. That's right. Ron's deck is running double Korkron. It's not running. It's not running.
Pull another sword either.
Huh? No.
I think he's less.
Yeah, he's just off. That
Dread
Dread Corsair pull is massive.
Yeah,
3/3 taunt in the way of Donde. Yeah, I mean this is just the carvings is a really nice pull, but it's just not gonna do it. Could fungal first in case.
Wow,
of
this
something.
match has been extremely back and forth.
Yeah. The fact that
Here we go.
The fact that Goru has not been drawn yet is also really kind of
You
bad.
might see it here.
No,
dodges the Goru.
But I would have liked to see Goru obviously earlier because it would have made stuff like Arbor Up like more potent. I mean, there is no tree enforcements, but your carvings are also.
Unfortunately, Donde cannot order his deck the way he would like it to. He would love to. I think Donde would agree. He'd love to have Goru at any point in this game, but Goru is remaining in the bottom 5 at this point, bottom 6 for Donde.
Yeah, so gonna see some trades. Gonna give Ron some armor, but now the armor smith goes away.
Loving the armor.
That's good.
That's lethal.
Yep, Ron wins. The second Korkron in the deck coming through clutch.
Wow.
If that
BM him.
If that Korkron isn't in the deck, there's no way Ron can win that match.
Yeah, typically you do see only one
At that
Korkron just for those
Yeah.
big inner rage shield crash turns. But yeah, with
Really-
that, Ron
really good play
finally
for
gets
Ron.
that highly favorable warrior through.
Yeah. Yeah, he barely got it through, but he got
and-
through.
This is where you're kind of seeing, like you were saying, we know Donde is stuck on Druid. We know he has to get it through. Personally, Demon Hunter. Let's see it.
Nah, the Druid. No, you're gonna see. It's gonna be a Druid mirror probably,
Here, all right, who could hit their stuff first?
and it's because Demon Hunter, like Ron is even said it maybe either on or off stream, but it's 40%. It's like really, really low win rates for the Demon Hunter across all classes.
I think he's on your. I think the cards are on Ron's side now. After seeing Donde dead draw 4 turns in a row, and then finally his deck saying, "Oh, Arbor Up, that's the card you wanted." You got to slam what you believe in. Nobody needs to hear statistics.
This Druid. No, I mean I'm saying like even playing the matchup, it just feels really bad because the Druid just goes so fast. Your Demon Hunter needs a couple of turns usually. Like I know this deck I know Demon Hunter goes, but you really need to get to like those lapidary turns when Donde's deck can get there faster than you can on the Demon Hunter. I mean Ron is literally just missing a dragon from a perfect curve here. Meanwhile, Donde has pretty good stuff here, just no Arbor Up yet. So Ron's just gonna take
No. Sometimes you can get lucky off those breaths
and draw the dragon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Guess the weight.
Cool. This card is sold. That is quite interesting.
Actually, probably lower. Actually, no. He runs heavy.
Yeah, you run less. You say less. No, you go less. You have more.
Okay.
So he got something higher. So he got something higher cost.
Okay.
It was more or equal.
So it could have been his other overgrowth or even another soul.
Yeah. Or the
We will
overgrowth that's
never
not in hand,
know.
right? There's no overgrowth in hand. It's just one of the two overgrowths potentially. But anyways,
Sigmar Coinen.
we're going for carvings.
Why would you? Yeah, I guess
Coin Lightning Bloom carvings for no.
leaves you with not a lot of mana next. Oh,
What?
Whoa. Oh, carvings, aeroponics.
Okay, yeah, carvings are upon it.
Oh.
No, he's gonna solar.
Well, he'll
he's
be able to
gonna soul
aeroponics as
runic.
well. Wow, this is a spicy turn.
This is really, really good.
But as
I might have liked the carvings first, but then solar.
actual 0 mana next turn.
Yeah, so
Well-
this is where it gets tough. where
think
Ron has Arbor up, but there's no like, let's see. I mean, there's no way for an exact win here, but you have nature studies, you have soul. Like Soul of the Forest is almost backbreaking. Because this druid deck is not built to deal with this board this early.
No druid decks are really built to deal with wide boards or big boards, unfortunately.
Yes, so indeed.
And yeah, Donde got the first big board of the game, and
Oh, he has no mana this turn. That's of
Ooh.
course a thing. But okay, I think he picks. Wait, Savage. Whoa, Savagery tech. Wait, oh no, why was there a Savagery there?
he got that off of his nature studies. You mean the guidance?
No. It offered Savagery as a card for some reason on my end.
I believe there's a. If you're overloaded, you get both, right? So I believe that's the overload section of it.
That's weird. I guess it was a different card and it just showed Savagery for me. That was weird. I had a
Oh,
bug.
there's the Arbor up. But does he want to go for another aeroponics for free? Arbor up is pretty nice here.
Yeah, you just go for the Arbor up here. It clears.
You gotta toss in a lot of minions actually. They do die on board.
Yeah. Maybe you
Basically
go.
replacing your treants at this rate.
I don't know.
So many contradictions.
You could go for could potentially go for a Lunar here. Lunar and then Arbor up.
Yeah. I'll have the mana for it.
Yep. I'm pretty sure.
Ooh,
Yes.
soul.
Okay.
Run low.
Slides.
Soul. Okay. Soul of the Forest into a nature study. That's not bad at all. Guidance. Yeah. Ron unfortunately will not be able to play that Cenarian Ward this turn because of Overload. Actually, no, he can Lightning Bloom it. Yep, we're gonna see Bloom into that.
Job's done.
The draw here is like if Solar Eclipse gets drawn, it's really tough. What a miss!
Boy, what a bad minion.
Yeah. I mean, let's see. We got Guidance. You could go for Guidance and see if you could go for Guidance and see if you can get any extra damage. But I mean, Arbor Up's great here. And guess the weight on top of it.
12 damage seems okay.
That seems like a more pick. Because a lot of his low cost stuff has been played.
Does hit the fungal.
Indeed, he gets it. It's a Fungal Fortunes. I mean, it's yeah. Unfortunately, it's going to take a lot. Solar Arbor Up could do something, but it's just it's not a taunt. There's no taunt. The Dreaming Drake is corrupted, so it's a 5/6. But
actually, a turn late, unfortunately, for that
yeah,
Solar
it is.
Eclipse.
It is.
Centurion with
little
Solar
late.
Eclipse is such a nice.
Job's done.
Yeah, it wasn't playable though, but yeah.
If he didn't Lightning Bloom last turn to get the, because he would have had the Lightning Bloom still to use. So
Ron kind of acknowledging that it's going to be tough. He gave a well played. I mean, Donde obviously doesn't have lethal. Could find it with Fungal Fortunes now. if Solar Savage Roar gets hit off of that.
Guidance actually
How
still in hand as
curious.
well. So
Guidance as well.
just straight dig for
So
anything like that.
Fungal,
Trust-
you can Guidance first. Guardian, Gift, Spirit Path. I feel like Guidance is bugged for me. Right? Maybe?
No, it's because it's giving him the option to overload and get both of those cards.
Oh, so Guidance just gives you 2 random. I thought it was cards from your deck.
No. It's you get 2 cards. Like look at
Okay.
2 cards, literally
Okay.
2 spells. It could be
Oh.
any spells. And
Well,
then
it's not. Wait. Oh no, it is. It's lethal. He innervates for a hero power.
yes. Boom. 3-1 win for Donde.
Yeah, that's big for AEON, and it's not so good for the Unknown, who's kind of in that lower playoff spot race in Black Conference, fighting for that 4th playoff spot potential.
All right, let's drag both of these
Both these
They're
hooligans
in
in here.
hooligans back in here.
So how is
Hello.
that flat Earth druid, Donde?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Your
Flat Earth druid, what?
Flat Earth Druid. So, I mean, I had so many outs in that
Oh,
third
I
game.
know, dude.
He did, yeah.
And, I mean, Ron and I we
You
talked about
actually
it a little too.
run Savage Roar in this list, right? Did you
Only one
accidentally
of, yeah.
cut it?
Not only that, but I couldn't find it via Discovers, like Nature Studies or anything. It was just like nowhere to be found. And I thought for sure, I'm like, oh, I'll just get something at some point. Arbor Up would have been good too. Like, man,
Yeah.
I just could not get there. But I can say from experience on the other side, like those are the most satisfying wins when you stabilize like that.
Yep.
So definitely shout out to you for getting there on that one, because that was a little annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, these games are brutal, man. Oh
I mean,
my God.
probably not as annoying as me having an 8-mana turn 3, but that's another story.
So
Ugh.
Ron, take us through your thought process, especially with that druid and warrior. Staring down.
So I just I had to I had the Bear of and I had the Skipper, and it's like, okay, I've got a way to clear pretty much any board that he has. I just have to avoid seeing him stick like a Soul of the Forest turn. So I'm going to take the cleave weapon here, because if he tries to just juice up the board or go wider or anything, I can just clear it up and try to swing the momentum. And then he just had Soul of the Forest. And I'm like, crap. Well, now I just have to take the chance that he doesn't have Savage Roar, and I can go 1 away from lethal and, just buy a tiny bit more time. And then it was a tricky creative Barov clear, but I think that was the only way to do it on the
That was very cool.
soul
was.
of the
I
forest
respect
board.
it.
Worthy in my opinion, but
That was probably the only way you won that. Was that?
I mean,
play.
I couldn't find a skipper for the life of me in the first game, and then in the second game, I couldn't find an armor smith for the life of me. Like, Rogue got there so fast. Dual
it do.
Paladin, those I was like, hopefully he doesn't have Desperate Measures in his opener or Air Raid like early on, because if he doesn't have either of those cards, I can basically just blow him out in the early game. And then he had all of those and recast it with Vargoth, and then Vargoth, of course, I couldn't clear. I mean, I could have. I probably did that wrong with the 110. I should have just had it go into Vargoth to proc like the 2/1 so I could kill it. But Vargoth casting double commencement is like, okay, this game's over. And then the next game, like Rogue is like, if I don't find Armor Smith, it's totally over. Oh, no Armor Smith? Okay, that's over. And then it's just like, hang on, survive, as Donde's like drawing, discovering, looking for lethal. I'm like, oh my god, here we go.
that last game, I wasn't trying to slow roll you or anything. It took me that long to find the pieces to get through.
Yeah, no,
and then I didn't see it
realized
at first either.
because I just kind of figured, okay, he didn't have it last game in the Druid versus Warrior, so like he's got 12 on board. All I can do is clear up a little bit and put a taunt in the way. and hope he doesn't have it. But I just emoted well played because I'm like, yeah, I'm sure this is over already. And I'm like, oh, he still doesn't have it. And then he's digging, and I'm like, oh crap, he just found it. Yeah, so I don't know. Soul DH didn't even get to come out because
I am a little disappointed, not gonna lie.
yeah, the rest of the lineup was just too much for me to get through. Like Warrior typically does pretty well against Rogue, but it's awful when you don't have Armor Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, brutal for sure.
I really like that low to the ground weapon Rogue. Like, it kind of just sometimes gets there. When there's no Armor Smith, like you said.
And not only that, yeah, for sure, no Armor Smith is deadly, but like I had pretty much, if I could have chosen a hand to start the game, that was the hand. Like I don't like Ron, I don't know how much you tracked it, but like my opening hand was obviously a coin, Spy Mistress, Sneaky Delinquent, Sword, and Greyheart Sage. So it's like I can do weapon, I can draw, like I could literally do whatever I wanted in the opener, and like all the damage just started flowing to me. So like there was little honestly, that most decks would be able to do about that.
Yeah, I wasn't thrilled to see that you had 4 consecutive games with pretty much the ideal starting hand each time. It was not fun on my end.
I take that as a compliment.
Like just once I would have liked to see you have some clunky stuff, like, you know, full mull in the dual paladin and just get double scrapyard Colossus of the Moon and runaway Blackwing. You know,
that's not how a Big Chungus does it, man.
That's not how it works.
Koroden, I heard the chef's kiss, by the way. Thank you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Soul DH is definitely in trouble there, but
yeah,
I was hoping to make it through. I gotta stop playing on stream, man. Isocles had the same kind of thing against me, where it's like, oh my god, I actually don't know how to win like almost any of these games the way this is going. Like I can't. I don't know. Well played. Good job.
You as well.
I got stomped.
I mean, I'll just say outright here, there's few people in THL I respect on the level of RonMexico, not only as a person but as a player as well. So to win like that, you know, I don't think that's a reflection of Ron, because like he said, my hands were pretty strong, and most players are not going to be able to overcome that, regardless. But you know, even like Ron was even able to overcome it in that game 3, which in itself was pretty crazy. So definitely, you know, look forward to seeing you again, Ron.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I'll be hoping for some on stream next time.
Definitely.
Well, all right, guys. Thank you for joining, and congratulations, Donde, on that victory there. Put your team a little bit closer to solidifying that playoff run. Really good to see.
And one match to go now, because I think that was the 4th of the series, so should be a exciting one to see who comes out on top.
That's right. Yeah, Solo Jazz took a 3-2 over Risen, so this is pretty back and forth. This is the only one that didn't go 5. Actually, comes down to Isocles versus Markshire.
Oh wow!
Definitely going 5. Double Priest. That's going for ages.
I've never been more confident in Markshire.
I've never been more confident in Isocles. Get him.
All right. Well,
boy.
Isocles and I will talk about that tomorrow night on Salty Saturday. Promo.
When are they playing? Nice. You guys must know when they're playing.
I can check right now.
Sunday?
I mean, I put the thread together.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Tomorrow afternoon, 3 p.m. So we will know. We will know by go time Saturday.
There we
Saturday
go.
Night.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, guys.
Yeah,
thanks for casting.
you guys.
Thank you,
Have a great show.
Good luck on the second match.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
As they said, we do have a second match coming into effect here. We're going to see a Legacy Silver Conference match. You got Hot Zilfs versus Hearthstone Academy. Jammies of Hot Zilfs versus Ghost of Hearthstone Academy. This one actually has some playoff implications.
So much stakes in this.
Very, very spicy playoff implications.
I'm sitting here sweating.
So, for all those who know, Hot Zilfs is currently in 4th place. That gets them into the
they are in the driver's seat. They are in the driver's seat of this.
It gets them into playoffs. Right behind them is Amber Flight Gaming with 85 points, and behind them is Hearthstone Academy with 81 points. So not only is Hearthstone Academy hoping to come out and just crank it off and get some points, they're also fighting with your team, Feesh.
Yeah, in our series, we were hoping to get off to a really nice hot start. Itachi unfortunately falling in a sweep to Clone, but Dragon Rider taking a 3-2. It's all down to Neji, myself, and Haster. Like if all three of us win and Zilfs and Hearthstone Academy split points, we all we need to do is get 6 more points than Hot Zilfs and 1 more point than Hearthstone Academy, and we're in.
It's gonna be one of those things that we're waiting Sunday night, hitting refresh.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it'll be over before the end. I play tomorrow, Neji plays on stream School Stone, and then our last match is Sunday night.
Oh yeah,
So
still got some other games
be,
to wait
so
for the other teams.
We should. I mean, if I lose, which I don't plan on losing,
well, I
then
hope not.
it's
Nobody
probably
plans on losing.
obviously no one plans on losing. But if that happens, it'll be very, very hard for us because that'll be 2 losses already.
Yeah, I think if you guys don't win off, but Hot Zilfs still have 2 other matches, not counting this one right now, and Hearthstone Academy, they're neck and neck right now, a 5-6. So it's anybody's game. Hearthstone Academy does have a lot of ground to make up. They are 10 points down, but let's focus on this match here, right now. We got Jammies bringing a Demon Hunter, Paladin, Rogue, Warrior matchup. We've got Ghost bringing a Druid, Paladin, Rogue, and Warrior.
Cool.
Still waiting on bans, but what do you think we're going to see here, Feesh?
Yeah, Ghost told me they're just doing them now. Let's see. Let's look at these lineups. Demon Hunter, Paladin, Rogue, Warrior. I mean, is it probably double? Yeah. Okay. I know the ban now, so I'm gonna throw it. I was gonna throw it to you because I now know the ban because Ghost just messaged me.
Me personally, the way I look at it is that if you don't know what Paladin list they're running, you get rid of it. You just get. I don't care if they're playing the worst Paladin deck ever and they bluff you out. At this point in time in Hearthstone,
bluffing you and they're playing pure Pally instead.
Ramp Paladin is a thing, and you get rid of that. You just throw it out the window.
Well, you know what, bud? You are absolutely correct. Double Paladin ban.
Double Paladin ban. Give yourself a chance in these games to win.
Yep.
Like, don't do that. You cannot, and I will say this to anybody, unless you have the absolute nuttiest draw and the Paladin draws absolute garbage, you will not go faster than that Paladin can. You just won't. Flat out. Get rid of it. Get it out of here. Blizzard, do something. I hate that deck. I hate it.
Changes will probably be in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. It's just Allura coin is, it's just nutty.
So it's interesting. And I thought about this. Like, I guess you make it so they can't do it on turn 4, but they can still do it on 5.
Do it on 5. One more turn for an 8 mana. You know what I mean? Like,
do you want me to tell the players to go?
Yeah, I'm actually telling them to go right now.
Okay, cool.
Who do we got first?
Ghost is going to be first to spectate.
Awesome.
And Jammies will be on top.
Ooh. Yeah, so TLDR, ban Paladin.
Yes, ban Paladin.
If you don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be interesting. We're going to see Druid coming out for Ghost and Jammies. I like this. The Rogue Warrior is kind of those standard brings now, especially since Shamans are pretty much gone. You don't see Shamans really at all anymore. If anything, you see those more aggressive weapon Shamans or the burn Shamans, things
burner
like that.
weapon,
So it's given, obviously, Rogue has gotten a ton more play with Nitro Boost going forward. So, which is just amplify the already okay deck of Weapon Rogue that was played more last expansion, and now it's just taken right off again.
All right, we're engaged, guys.
I cannot see Ghost.
Ghost will send you an invite, probably.
Fantastic.
So we got Demon Hunter for Jammies versus Druid for.
Okay. One interesting fact, and I'm not sure if this is still very true, but Ghost has been involved in a lot of sweeps this season. either getting swept or sweeping himself. So
3's the
we'll see if
magic
that's-
number.
yeah, see if that happens either way here. Looks like it's an aggro Demon Hunter from Jammies. This looks very much like an old style aggro with like Cult Neophyte, Battle Fiend. Those are cards you don't usually see. Like the Neophyte is normally a card you do not see in these decks.
Yeah, this is more of that standard or days of old aggro demon hunter of if you can't interact with my board in ways of Cult Neophyte, then you can't stop my board.
So I really like this Neophyte bring because Jammies knows that he's bringing probably a spell heavy druid. So this is probably specifically teched for the druid. This Cult Neophyte because it'll make Ghost have to spend more mana for a turn on these really like necessary cards. And we don't know what decks they're bringing either, though. What the specific techs are. This is closed deck list.
Ooh,
Conquest
this is
format.
on the way list.
A
Ooh.
wild miscalculation.
A wild miscalculation. I like it. I like it. Good
Yeah.
good lines, Lunara.
Love Lunara.
So Jamie's here is kind of trying to figure out what he wants to do. You do have the skull jacked in the middle, so you're going to try and play as much as you can from the right side.
Oh yeah, Neophyte will come down not too long from now.
There's the bloom.
Gonna studies to see what can be found.
Yeah, there's not much else he can do.
Yeah, can't really hero. You can hero power for armor, but you're not hero powering and
Let's
attacking.
see.
Oh,
Because
no, that's
of
bad.
because of Bone Chewer Brawler. So gotta hope to find.
Studies and pray.
Yeah, you gotta. I mean, you can
Something
find.
to do.
If you can find a minion generation.
Oh,
great.
did a double studies.
I like the Solar Eclipse here. It finds two cards that are good. Rising Winds is a good card here. Ooh, Fungal. All of these are pretty good.
You had the rising wind, so maybe you go for the wrath.
And you go Wrath, so you can clear out the 2/3 here for sure. I know you don't want the 3/2 to stay, but I mean it's better than having that guy get a potentially Aug Merchant put on it, and so it gets a shield. Ghost just forgetting to end his turn, I think. Debated a Lightning Bloom and opted to not go for it. Okay.
Muzzle their magic.
I like it.
Hey,
Coming up
that's
towards the
your
skull
friend.
turn, 3/4 on board.
Hey,
Just make a nice big board. Can't really be dealt with by Ghost.
yeah, four health on the Intrepid is quite awkward for Ghost to deal with. Lunar Eclipse obviously soon drawn in hand now, doesn't cleanly
Now,
deal
how
with it.
about-
Plus Neophyte coming down, just
Mhm.
yeah, makes turns very awkward. Still able to play two cards out, but
Yeah. Okay, yeah, just needs to get some board presence here.
oh boy.
So this is really good for
Oh wow.
That's insane.
Oh, able to trade and protect.
Able to trade and protect the 4/4. Yeah, this is getting out of hand really fast.
Oh, Wriggling is a very, very good draw as well. Gonna see Fungal Fortune come out for Ghost.
Dead draw.
Yeah.
yeah. This is looking like it's getting bad fast. However, yeah, I don't know. I was thinking maybe there's some potential in the next turn. You have 6 mana, but there's just no way to buff up your
Oh, you
mana
don't-
far enough. You just
Yeah,
have
you
to
don't have a
eagle. You have to try and you have to let the eagle exert some pressure. But I mean,
oh man,
this-
Wriggling.
I mean, at this point, there's just so much like in Jamie's hands, and he's gonna skull next turn. Like he's just gonna slam the skull, and the reader's gonna live. I mean, yeah, you'd probably you don't necessarily have to dump your entire hand.
Actually, don't know if you want. I think you trade your reader in to get the other one out of your hand.
I agree with that.
I think your Og Merchant is a lot more flexible than you're giving it.
Yeah.
I don't think you need this other 2/3 on board. You could just replace it and easily use all your mana, buff your guys up to a 5/5 and a 2/3. Oh, choose it to Og Merchant.
No, he's gonna Og Merchant the.
Okay. Leave yourself with a huge board this way. Spread out your threats.
And really, at this point, Voracious Reader has done its job, and it's just there for be a big minion on board.
Oh boy, still Stepper.
But also to be noted is that there's just lethal on board. So I mean, Solar Arbor does nothing here. Like you could Arbor, you could do Solar Arbor Soul, and you just still die. He has to look for something, and he doesn't. He finds Crystal Power, but that's just still not enough.
Heal to 21, and we're representing 11, 15, 16. So technically Solar Eclipse Crystal Power saves him. Oh.
He's just gonna glow. He knows he's lost, and he's just accepting a loss here.
He doesn't necessarily. He gets the Lightning Bloom, Solar, and heal himself. Go to 21.
Oh yeah, Lightning Bloom, Solar, heal. Okay.
But with the Skull, and I mean even this Stealth Stepper in hand, could give Jammies lethal.
Yeah. I think he has to go for this play. He has to go for the Lightning Bloom, Solar, Crystal Power, and heal.
Yeah, does go.
There's no other play that can keep him alive here. I forgot. I did not count the Solar there. So technically, if Jammies can't find lethal, he has to trade because otherwise it's counter lethal. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and even you need 5 damage. You need to grab a Twin Slice off of this Stealth Stepper.
Stealth Stepper.
Because you're only representing 16 with a hero power.
And Rip Skull and find stuff, but I mean, if he doesn't hit, he does somewhat hit here. It's so close. It's so close.
To an additional 4, so that's only 15, 19 damage.
But it's not necessarily that, but it's the fact that that's outcasted. So it's gonna be I mean, it doesn't make it any easier to trade, but
I do think you're right though. He has to respect this trade.
He has to trade now, but I know he has Wriggling Horror. He has a taunt. So, but you just want to remove as much as you can to make sure that if this Arbor Up comes down, that you just do not on the off chance of something like, I mean, Solar doesn't really do much, but yeah, no, he's respecting it. He is trading off to the point where Arbor Up will not kill. So he does want to do damage to face, but Arbor Up will not get him through here. So he's just gonna slam it anyways. And he's gonna trade off as much as he can.
Yeah, remove the damage.
But it's not enough. It's not enough.
Still hero dead power. With hero power.
Hero power's lethal. Could do it with Altruist as well.
Looks like you might gotta looking at it, but
I think he's just realized. I think he just knows the damage. He just knows it's a hero power lethal.
It's got a few different ways.
Yeah, if this was ladder, I would totally go with it. If this was ladder, I'd totally go with the Altruist play, but I don't.
Little Altruist off the top never hurt nobody.
No. But I wouldn't normally do it in a THL match. But that's just me personally.
So and Jammies is getting through with that aggro Demon Hunter.
So that Demon Hunter, I expect most Demon Hunters to be soul now, but I guess realizing, especially into this Druid deck, that you can go with an aggro variant that runs Cult Neophyte potentially, and I mean, if you hit them, it's really good, especially in all phases of the game too, because you just set back their mana, even though they're cheating it out.
Yeah, it does well. I find even Weapon Rogue struggles against other aggro decks that can just apply the board faster than they can get their big swing turns.
Oh yeah, Weapon Rogue is not good into aggro.
Yeah, so honestly, smart bringing there by Jammies, because only thing that really punished you, I guess, would be the warrior,
My fury.
which we do see coming out from Ghost here.
Yeah, the warrior would have.
So,
This is definitely warrior favored.
yeah, like kind of similar to what we saw in the last series. It's tough to say what type of warrior it is because these are all very normally run cards.
Blood
Brute,
boy, no brute.
Brute can lean you towards
Enrage.
Yeah,
It's brute is not normally run into control variants either, unless I'm wrong. All right, I don't.
Yeah, all right.
Swindle.
So we do have an enrage.
Swindle's a pretty good tech. I don't know what deck this could just be maybe stealth aggro because I guess it doesn't have to be weapon because that deck would still run Greyheart Sage. But
yeah, Swindle's just draw minion draw.
Yep, I like this play by Jammies. He's gonna protect. He's gonna protect a potential play against his 3/1. He's just gonna go with it next turn, very likely. Could go for the backstab as well.
Yep, Swindle.
But that was a really nice pickup off of wait. He didn't play Swindle, or he didn't play. He went for Swindle rather than the Spy Mistress.
Yeah, just because
I mean,
you're not playing that Swindle for a while.
I mean, it's a good play, but when you should just play Spy Mistress on one. Then if you're gonna have a turn 3.
That's what I was thinking.
Greyheart Sage. That's why I thought he played the 2/1 was because he wanted to play the Spy Mistress the next turn. But I guess he's gonna go with a different line, and that's perfectly fine. Has a few options.
He's just deciding if he wants to commit this Worgen or not.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if you don't need to, don't do it, because Warrior's pretty good at killing some stealth minions. This is going to be a
big bowl.
Very thick challenger.
Yeah, so challenger's 3/7, and you can't take the Shield of Honor yet, but the Nitro Boost Poison, it's going to be just 2 attack on a minion because it doesn't look like there's any weapon for Ghost right now. Very unlikely, very tough looking board for Jammies to stare down. He is, however, going to just start putting. He's just going to apply pressure. That's all he can do right now. Try to do as much damage, if not more, than the output that Ghost can do, which we see is not super possible, especially with the battle rage that corrupts double Nitro. So doesn't even necessarily have to play Nitro Boost Poison here. Can opt to just maybe take a couple of trades and just armor because you have the Ankar next turn. Wow.
Oh, Lillian.
Infiltrator Lily. This has not been included in even stealth aggro decks for a long time.
Yeah, kind of an interesting list coming out of Jammies here.
Yeah. Like,
just apply pressure.
Part of me is really confused by this because was confused by like the couple of brief. Wow,
Oh boy, that is
double shield, double nitro.
No.
He's gonna slow play this. Okay, I don't mind this at all. But he's gonna nitro boost there. Just to deal looks like he's eating a pyro blast to the face for 5 mana.
Well, it sets up next turn.
I mean, next turn is lethal. If there is no lethal from Jammies himself.
Jammies can deal with his board pretty handedly, but he uses a lot of his resources. Both eviscerates would be gone.
Yeah.
And then Lillian trades, and you have to pray she hits the 2/5.
Mm-hmm. So both the backstabs being gone. I wonder. I guess obviously you kind of have to go for the Lillian attack. There isn't much else realistically, I guess, unless you want to play. Unless you want to do something with a dagger, but if you're doing a dagger play, then you are Not really using your. You're gonna have to like. Okay, so he's gonna go for this. He's gonna attack the 2/5. He's going to attack Lillian in and hope it hits the 5/4 probably.
Yes, he would like to hit the bigger minion. No,
Okay.
base. It's the place.
Well, and now he has to eviscerate a minion. It is just still lethal though. Double Shield of Honor, Nitro Boost Poison.
Plus
lethal.
another 4.
I mean, it's
14 plus 8. Yep, that's a lot of death.
yes. It's just up to Ghost to find. It's just up to Ghost to
Oh,
realize.
I think
I
you
just
found it.
you just slam all my buff cards, Nitro Boost Poison, and you dead. It was
It's a casual 14 out of hand.
yeah. That's a casual lot of damage. So no sweep, 1-1. Ghost, a Rage Warrior gets through against the Weapon Rogue.
I don't even know if we can call it a weapon rogue. I didn't see anything that led me down that path.
I'm sorry. Why did I say Weapon Rogue? Against the Aggro Rogue.
Yeah, like a stealth aggro. Very interesting. I haven't seen that deck in a while.
That's an old version. I mean
Yeah.
I was running that I guess in Ashes of Outlands I was running that.
Yeah, that was
Dagger.
popular a month or two ago.
Really?
But yeah. Yeah, before Weapon Rogue came out, Stealth Rogue really came through.
It was kind of there, but I didn't really see it a lot in my own play.
And then Weapon Rogue took over with the mini expansion.
It was a lot of Whirl Kick.
The forest fights
All
back.
right.
Alrighty, we got Druid. We got
That's
Rogue.
hand.
This hand for Jammies
Yeah.
looking spicy.
So Ash Tongue is definitely leading me towards
Oh no, it's stealth aggro.
stealth. Yeah.
There's definitely no weapon in. There's the only weapon in this is Hook Scimitar.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe one of them.
And probably just one.
So I'll make Ghost. This is an interesting keep. You could just ramp right out,
Yeah, you can ramp right out here.
but
I think you toss fungal back. I think you toss one fungal, one overgrowth, and keep the lunar in that.
Oh,
we did have a disconnect though.
we're back.
All right, we back.
I don't
But that
know,
was-
because after you're doing your overgrowth turns, you're looking for something to do with your mana, and fungal will find you those cards. But gonna throw a fungal and an overgrowth to get a natures and an
Yeah.
aeroponics.
The reason I think for doing that is because you kind of want to draw in. You kind of want to draw into your fungal once you're kind of low on resources, more than just drop it when you can. Sometimes, I mean, a lot of the times it is just sometimes a really good play on that turn. But this hand is so clunky for Jammies. Like he doesn't have any minions. He's only got Nitro Boost, double secret. Yeah, I mean Nitro Boost, double secret passage, sap, burrowed scorpion. He's not gonna have a minion until turn 4 at this rate. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a secret passage next turn. On the side of Ghost with this, I think I take Bloom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Bloom. Okay. And then next turn you just overgrowth for 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you hope you get solar eclipse, and you
Arbor up.
solar eclipse arbor up, and you close the game out.
Yep. Yeah. Lucky for Jammies, he drew a playable minion, but I still expect to see a passage because he's got a freaking stealth. Ash Tongue, backstab.
Oh boy.
Lillian. Okay, he's just gonna eviscerate.
Oh my goodness. Poor
That-
Jammies.
That is so bad. Like
It's not the start you want to
no,
see. Not against a druid.
no, not at all.
All right, let's see what Ghost gets to draw from the deck. Nope, that's the wrong eclipse.
Okay, that's the wrong eclipse, but
That is the wrong one.
but at this point, if there's one less eclipse in the deck, so if you draw the other one, it's gonna be a solar.
Another Poor Jammies, man. Actually runs a plague. Interesting tech choice for the plague there. Might be looking to go after. I know people used to run plagues for the shaman matchup, but you haven't seen an evolved shaman in a long time. Could also just be for the weapon rogue matchup, just to kill them. Gonna see Burrow Scorpion come in a hand here just as a 5-2. Trying to apply as much pressure as the board. Nature studies drawn by Ghost can actually dig through, possibly to try and find the additional solar eclipse for that Arbor turn. Could also play it safe. Lunar comes out and just chooses to Arbor up. Just out of hand. Nothing too crazy. Gonna draw with Aeroponics as well. Goru in hand. Come down next turn if he so chooses. Second Burrowed Scorpion drawn for Jammies. Getting really clogged up. Possibly see another secret passage here. Nitro Boost is corrupted, but a Plague of Madness.
Okay. This isn't bad.
Just to clear the board. Sap, wow.
No,
Yeah.
we're not clearing the board. It's going face. So,
Well, we're getting there.
so catch me up. It looks like Ghost didn't quite find a lot going here.
No, he just chose to go for easy Arbor for the 2/4/3s.
Okay.
Nothing too crazy. Goru drawn. Gonna see the lunar eclipse, and I would assume the second Arbor up.
Okay.
And now Jammies is on the aggressive or on the back foot.
Yeah, he's not 100% on the back foot, I think, but I think you're right.
Yeah, we've seen one Eviscerate come down already for Jammies, so
I assume this deck also runs Sinisters potentially.
yeah. Oh, there's another
one.
one. Okay, so he's got 6 damage, 7, 8, 9. Ooh,
It's very close actually.
13 damage. No way.
So he has to look at the fact. Oh gosh, I think
He is
just-
one off lethal.
He is. Yeah, I mean, if I'm him,
I am
I'm-
just trying to think of
I-
the time where
I-
he didn't poke face. Oh
I-
man.
no, I don't
think he missed. I don't think he missed 1 damage this turn.
But he got it. But unfortunately he has to remove this. But it's just so difficult. I don't know if this deck runs 2 saps or not. But but this Goru coming down, like he needs to save his weapon swing. He has to save his weapon swing, I think, here. Just in the, I mean, obviously we know that there's a Goru, but if I'm Jammies, I also don't want to lose my weapon. But he's gonna opt for the hit, and this Goru coming down is gonna be very hard to overcome.
I think what he's respecting is a savage or something on the backswing.
Yeah, you have to respect the Savage Roar, but I mean, he hasn't played it yet, but I guess he also really hasn't had a chance to. This Goru is going to make these treants into 5 attack each, and it's a 5/10 taunt. So,
Light for a little direct damage.
yeah, the fact that I feel like
Arbor Up's also just extremely good. I mean, at this rate, Ghost can kind of pick whatever he wants and has control of the board.
goes for the swipe. He could opt for a different route, but I think just because of how much control that Goru gives, if you don't kill the Goru, it's you're potentially he could die here. But I know the board dies. He can't die now.
Oh, he still gets the Goru out.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Did he just lightning bloom, didn't he?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. I didn't see that.
That's the silly thing about Druid. It's got a lot of mana to work with. Gonna hold the swing, I think, is very smart.
Yes. In case
Just hold it in case some silly nonsense taunt stuff.
Like Jammies, what I don't know what type of extra damage. I guess Now he goes for the swing.
Uh,
Not too bad. There really isn't anything in this deck that you're necessarily afraid of. It doesn't run. It doesn't. You've already seen the charge minions. He has to burn that card just to maybe look for a sap, but doesn't find it. This is over. You can either go bottom right or you can attack into the 5/10. That's lethal. To Ghost up 2-1. This win here would not quite wrap the week up for HSA, but it would put them in a really good spot.
Jammies is now stuck playing. Ghost is stuck on his warrior.
Yes.
No, rogue.
No, Ghost
Rogue.
has to win with rogue.
Jammies has the option of Demon Hunter.
The player's disconnected.
So
they have to remake the lobby. Because Ghost just messaged me that Jammies must have DC'd.
Yeah, we saw that quick little 10-second DC at the beginning of last game. So maybe Hearthstone's just...
Because it says that Ghost is hanging out in the menu.
Yeah, Jamie's just got some internet issues, so just restart.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's cool. All good. This match has been going pretty fast, so we might not turn into Salty Saturday after all.
Yeah, no, it is for me and
Saku. It is for you and Saku, but Eastern time it's 11:30.
Yeah, so no, they some very aggressive decks brought. I think that's the style, which is interesting to see the double Paladin ban, but you also see some aggressive decks come out. But I gotta reiterate, you ban the Paladin and you don't look back.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the bans this week, like Base in another match of this series, Base actually didn't go with the So Base didn't actually go for Paladin ban, but went with Warrior and ban and ended up winning the match.
Absolutely winnable.
It's so fascinating, like, to see how bans go. Like, I mean, there's very few non-Paladin bans. There was a Priest ban in Clone versus Itachi, which paid off well for Clone.
It's also, you got to know your opponents.
Yes.
If you know somebody is going to come flying out and play an absolutely lights out Priest, obviously attack the Priest. Like, I'm not telling you, obviously, but in any way, a deck that can on turn 5 create a board that wins them the game, it's upsetting. I get upset.
But may I also point you to Gibberling Druid, which can create a board on turn 2 that wins the game. I
don't know about that. I don't know about that. To that extent. Yes, that can be.
But
that can be cumbersome, but that can be overcome very easily. Because if you kill that board from Druid, they've got nothing left. Like that, they have expended a lot of resources in creating that board.
Yes.
Like, 100%. So usually they have no mana to follow up the next couple turns. But anyway, no Druid, no Paladin. We've got a Rogue versus Warrior matchup coming out here.
It's a big boy Warrior, my favorite.
A chunky Warrior.
I gotta restart because Jamie's cards are not coming in. So.
Gotcha.
Okay. But I agree. I think the ban is usually just Paladin every single time. Tempo Foxy. Okay.
Yeah.
I would have maybe liked to see a coin for the miscreant.
Maybe didn't realize that. Yeah. No. Interesting. Okay. Well, we do have the second Foxy in hand, so nothing too crazy, but
no harm, no foul, I guess.
Yeah, I guess he just wanted a minion on board because he saw the rush and kind of has an aggressive. Actually, Jammies is pulling a lot of his big minions.
This is not good draws for Jamie. He has no middle game right now. I mean, he has the Rustied Raider, which he can play here, and I would be very surprised if I saw anything but the Rustied Raider come down here. And then just
you're not terrified of this board. You got 4 damage.
No, but you have 4 mana to use.
Pow.
So with 4 mana to use, you go with that. And I like trading into the Foxy. It means no Shadow Steps on the Foxy. Like you can kind of deal with lackeys coming in, but if you get like Shadow Stepping Foxy into some crazy stuff, then for sure. Ooh, had a coin Janus play and opted to not use it. Just wants to
I think
go
he just
wide.
wants to make as wide of a board as physically possible.
But I mean, you could have just made a Janus board there and probably had more stats. But Janus is a turn 5 play here, of course.
Another brutal draw for
Yeah,
Jammies.
I mean he's drawn Troublemaker, Blackwing, and Scrapyard Colossus. There's not, and he doesn't have and Jammies doesn't have a commencement. So he's not necessarily guaranteed anything.
No commencement and no brawl to even deal with this.
He's just gonna get rid of the Mana Addict, the biggest threat on the board. Because of the way, because that's actually a pretty good draw for the. That would have been good if it stayed for the rogue, but here with the board of 4 minions, I just kind of like slamming Jandis. And you can shadow set the Jandis back as well. Lake Thresher, Frost Wolf. So
Well, one's bigger than the other.
Yep.
And unfortunately, I wonder if you ever shadow step the Frostwolf there with a board like you have. I know Jandis is obviously
I wouldn't have
crazy
minded.
tempo.
I wouldn't have minded it, right?
I don't think it's correct. Oh my goodness.
But I mean,
Jammies.
But I mean, what is this? I mean, you haven't seen anything. What is Jammies gonna do about it? Is he gonna he would have Blade Stormed. He would have done something to clear the board prior. So maybe that was fine because you can't really play Jandis here. Pulls the Shadow Step. I mean,
yeah, you're just.
I don't know. I mean, he might not see it, but in the Nitro Boost Poison is a play here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But,
and he's hitting him for 6 or 16 damage or more, actually. Yeah, I mean, Jammies is just eating damage until the game is probably over.
Yeah. I don't know what else he could have in his.
It's that's bad. I mean, there's 18 on board. He has to guess that it's the Frostwolf, and he did. He did.
Yes, my man.
Survives one more turn, but is it going to be enough?
Troublemaker could come out next turn for him.
Yeah, it has to hit good though. That's the thing.
I think you backstab a lackey here and play the Jandis.
Get out for the Pharaoh Cast. See what we get. Generous money.
Generous money will lose you the game. It will lose you the game.
That is actually the game-losing play because then
You just throws on there and give Jammies a little.
Stop it. Stop it.
A bit of help.
Soccer, stop it.
Look at Jammies' cards, bro.
Bruh. Ghost is happy with this. Commencement is probably. I think you just slam commencement. Whatever you get here is fine.
Colossus.
Got it.
Okay.
Colossus is fine. It's multiple minions. There is no sap in hand, so that's really nice.
There's no combo cards for the World Kick to go off.
But we're gonna probably see you. Probably gonna have to backstab it. This card.
Oh, yeah.
Or backstab the guy here. I mean, he has to put a lot into it, which is really nice for Jammies. Jammies is right now right on the cusp of being able to stabilize. So we'll see how Ghost trades, how he plays this out. We're gonna go for the Jandis for a potential rush. Does not find the rush.
Oh, missed 3 spell damage.
Yeah, but
Jammies is still in an extreme uphill battle here because the more he pulled, Commencement just pulled the Colossus out of his deck, and he's already sitting. So unless he plays, obviously Rattlegore is still a card, and a second Runaway, you're running out of minions. Vargoth, obviously.
Clear through most of the board. Jandis does get Shadow Step, and I don't know if there's enough time to play a second Jandis. Yeah, I guess the pick, it might auto pick though. It does.
Seems like it did, yeah. Ooh, second Commencement.
Commencement's pretty good. There's still Deathwing, there's Rattlegore.
And possibly another Runaway. Could be Vargoth.
Rattlegore. Really, I think you wanted to pull either Vargoth or Rattlegore there, very likely, right? Is it just lethal?
It's not lethal unless we see what happens off of this swindle.
Okay. Are you?
Nope, there it is.
Oh, prize plunder.
No, it was lethal without. You just trade the Harrison, trade the Muck more for everything to his face.
Oh yeah, he does have it. I didn't realize he had a weapon equipped still. Does he not see it? Oh no, Ghost.
Ghost, please.
Give me a quest.
But he's actually
He doesn't. Oh no, he sees
he
it.
does see a different way to go.
A different way. He played enough cards for it.
Oh.
Perdition's Blink also gets through it.
Awkward.
Okay. It does
All
pull.
Does not come back with taunt, unfortunately.
It does not. I mean, Jammies just got super unfortunate draws there, where his entire deck, the entire deck that he wanted was just the hand.
For lack of a better word, Jammy got jammed.
He did.
Just got straight jammed.
Cool.
See if we can get Ghost in here for.
Yeah.
Sure.
Bring him out. Bring him out.
Sure, you're probably already in contact with him, Saku.
Yeah, he's just gonna double check. So.
Cool.
Okay. Just messaged Jamie and said, "Bro, that hand."
Oh yeah, man. Like when you pull, like that's
the worst.
I can't even put it into words how unfortunate that
You
is.
pull all the big uns out of your hand.
Yeah.
But there'd be quite a lot of expletives.
I know Jammies because he's my first captain in EHL, and
Oh,
very, very,
that's
very,
awesome.
very smart player.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, quite unfortunate. All right, let's get Ghost.
Awesome. My guy.
Ghost.
Hello, Ghost.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, man.
Yes, we can hear you.
Congrats. Buddy.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, some really good play there. Unfortunately for Jam, he's got really stuck in his hand in that warrior matchup. He had every single heavy minion he possibly could have. But really good play. The druid matchup was interesting. So you go for more of the Goru. Take me through that over, I guess, for me, like the gibbering, for instance.
All right, so I was gonna go with gibbering, but the rest of my team was like, "Nah, go this deck," and I was like, "Cool." Could they help me prep? I have no brain. They do all the work, and I just
You just pile
have them. Yeah,
That's not. I doubt that's 100% true.
Do this thing and you will do good. But hey, man, yeah, no, that's a huge win for you guys. 3 wins, still looking. Playoff dreams are alive, right?
yeah. I think we need to keep them under 3 points, right? So Booth and Sharkbait need to win both of their matches pretty handily.
Yeah, either 3-0s or 3-1s should get you, and you also actually need Amberflight Gaming and Doctorfeesh's team right above you to perform pretty unfortunately this week as well to push you into that final 4.
Well, Doctorfeesh, what's it gonna be?
Well,
what's the diagnosis, Doc?
I mean, you guys are doing your job to help get Amberflight into playoffs. My voice is absolutely shot now. But
it's up to you to get yourself in.
Sharkbait both win. We have it's gonna be very close for our team. We would need to win out completely at that point, probably, because I mean, even though there's 6 points, like we can't tie you.
and get into playoffs. So
I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, it's not like my team can play around your team doing like we're just gonna do our thing anyways.
Oh yeah.
that's the thing. Both of our teams are gonna do our thing, and whatever happens, happens. Like, yeah, I'd be happy with either. With I obviously want to get in, but if that doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. But yeah, I mean, just
These are my favorite weekends because you're sitting there waiting Saturday night, Sunday morning, hitting the refresh button. Who's putting their stuff in? Did we make it?
Yeah.
It's always the best way to go.
I mean, I went through this last season too, so I'm used to it now. But anyways, I think yeah, I mean, obviously I really like the Treant Druid deck with the Goru.
Honestly, I was not expecting Jammies to bring like such an aggro lineup. I was expecting like OTK, Demon Hunter, and like World Kick or Secret or something. So once I saw aggro Demon Hunter, I was like, all right, I need to rethink everything I was planning on doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that aggro Demon Hunter definitely surprised us over here. Even having a cult neophyte to throw off the druid turns, which that's what he was really looking to do. And then bringing that old school kind of stealth aggro rogue, which we haven't seen too much of in recent times. Highly dominated by weapon or highly dominated by world kick. So
I thought we were back in Ashes for a second.
I mean, honestly, that deck, whenever I brought it over like the last 2 seasons, it always failed me somehow. So I hate it. I refuse to bring it anymore.
Especially when you see a warrior on the other side and you leave it up, you just feel bad. Especially with Skipper and Armor Smith, or even just Skipper sitting in the rotation right now. If you want to play one health things into a warrior, it doesn't fathom me. You got to find a way to close games out other ways, and you did that. So congratulations on that win, and congrats on bringing your team that much closer to a playoff berth.
Well, looking forward to what the rest of the weekend entails.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Hitting that refresh button, my man. I'm telling you, it's the best way. It's like you got Super Bowl on Sunday. No, where's Koroden? He's refreshing his page upstairs. That's where he is. He does football what?
Super Bowl on one screen, and the THL page on the other.
No, it takes too much download to watch that stream. I got everything for refreshing.
You need every byte going into THL.
You got it.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Well, again, congratulations on your win, and thanks for joining us on stream, and thanks for coming out for the interview.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you very much for having me.
Awesome.
Also, shout out to Saku for getting the match on stream.
Yeah, man.
Shout out.
It was both of you guys that said yes that got us there. So it's that's the important thing. So I appreciate it. You guys taking the time and helping us out there, getting some matches on there.
Yeah, Saku doesn't do anything, man. Saku's he's just there.
I just press buttons on the keyboard, and some things work and some things don't. Thanks again, Ghost.
No problem. Thank you once again for having me. Have a good night.
You too.
Good night.
You as well. See you out.
See ya.
Later.
And with that, bit of a later start, bit of a later stream, but some good matches there. Had a little Donde Ron earlier in the night, giving each other a little bit of kicks.
Bit of the
how tos
business.
and what fors. Yep.
But and then for Jammies, man, I still can't get over how bad that warrior hand is. I'm actually watching it. I'm watching it back right now, and guy literally had
it was the worst.
His hand.
I felt so bad looking at that hand.
Wow, like 30, 48 mana worth of cards in his hand. And your boy Ghost couldn't help him out with one generous mummy.
All right. Just play that while you get lethal.
He got the only bad reborn card that he could have gotten.
And you know what? As much as I say, and I hate generous mummy, I can't stand it. But it's I don't think it would have turned the tide of battle too much there.
Any final words, guys? Or I'm just trying to double check to see what we've got coming up. We got your match coming up Saturday. Is that right, Gordon?
Yeah, I'm playing late on Saturday, 10 p.m. ET. Got in there with. I am playing Rotted Zombie in our Legacy series.
Nice.
Little bit of playoff implications there as well. So our team, STL, Standard THL Degenerates, we are currently sitting in 5th place, and F2L Red is sitting in 4th.
Yes.
So we are about... Basically, my team did the math because my team is smart and I am not. We're about 10 points down, so we need to beat them. They basically can only get 10 points, and we need to win out the entire series.
And they have 4.
Yeah, and I do know that Sheep
Super.
just played,
Yes.
and I believe he lost 3-1.
3-0.
So yeah, 3-0. Oh, jeez, that was
Yeah.
worse than he
Well,
told me.
F2L Red pulled in Super Sub Snake. So
Yeah, also cheating. No, that's fine. But Snake's smart. Snake Man Paladin. That's what you got to do.
Yep, Sheep did not.
So it's going to be a tight one, and then I think there's a couple more matches going on Saturday as well.
Just what the School Stone is bringing in Saturday. He's got one match with I think Jailstorm, and I'm not sure if it's Lotus.
Jailstorm and Memnarch.
The Memnarch. Okay,
Passing
so it's a
that one.
wild match with Duin versus Battle Tagger. So that's gonna be a nice match at 12 p.m.
Yeah.
Or noontime.
Everyone's a winner versus Anoyo.
Yep. So we got Sunday afternoon. We have Doctorfeesh and Robson casting Lotus Opping. So we have a noontime Hero Series match with Mr. Python from Ask HS versus Agent PWE from MPH. 1 p.m. we have Legacy Series Silver Conference with Neji Amberfly Gaming versus Easy Bake from Dream Team. And the final match of that day, at 2 p.m. Eastern, is going to be Pro Series Black Conference with McBanterface, Hype Horizon versus Molestar from Swagoy Black. So be sure to tune in tomorrow and Sunday afternoon. Sunday evening, have Sunday Showdown, but Super Bowl. So
What?
yeah.
All right. Who's winning it right now?
Casey.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
I don't think it's 100. I don't think it's 100%, but
100%.
but I favor them.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Brady old. Not only that, I think Casey has the more put together team.
It's not
I
gonna
really do.
I don't know. I don't know about that personally, but
I don't think the Avengers are gonna win this one, bud. Brady went to Iron Man. Brady went down to Tampa Bay and he brought Gronk the Hulk, Gronkowski, and he brought all these big boys with him. But man, KC is Ultron and all those boys put together. They are a different breed of football, man.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, it's just not 100%. That's all.
Casey, you heard it here first.
All right, gang. You guys want to wave to the crowd?
Doing all sports media outlets have been covering it the past 2 weeks.
Wave to the crowd. Say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks for joining us. Thanks for the guys that played tonight.
Thanks
Appreciate
for
it.
joining us.
Had fun.
Thanks for the guys that played.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not supposed to complete that.
love you guys. Peace out.
All right, guys. Have a great night.
Yeah.
See ya.
Gonna throw
Whoops.